This is Adam Gorney, the National Recruiting Director at Rivals.com, here with new wide receiver commit Jayden Gibson to Florida. Big decision. Not a complete surprise since Florida was definitely one of your top schools, but why the Gators? Why did they win out in your recruitment?
I just feel like Florida is a place I could be very successful at. I feel like the University of Florida is a place that's going to be on the up and coming in the next couple of years. I feel like we have a strong class coming in. And on top of that, I feel like playing for Coach Mullen and playing for Coach Billy G is just a great opportunity.
You are considered a Florida legacy. There's been some discrepancies about exactly who's played in your family there. Kind of break that down for me and exactly what that means here.
So my dad and my uncle played at Florida, but I feel like people get confused a lot of the time. Like my dad played for like I think one season or two, and my
Mhm.
uncle played for like two seasons and got injured. So it wasn't like nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really let that affect my decision. Like it wasn't. I made sure that I took that out of the equation. Like I didn't make that a part of it at all. But it just so happens that I feel like Florida's the best place for me as well. So that's really how it went.
Yeah, that offense, you're going to be a big outside receiver, a big target. What has Coach Mullen talked to you about kind of envisioning you in that offense and how they're going to use you?
Coach Mullen and Coach Billy G have been talking to me about how fit in with what they do in their scheme. And it's basically like when I've been there the couple of times I've been there, we always sit down and we watch film and stuff. So obviously red zone threat is obviously a big part of what I'll be doing. You know, that's a big thing. But at the same time as that, it's a lot of stuff that they have me that I could be doing to the field, in the field, just making plays as far as running. Like for one, in the offense they run, receivers run every route on the route tree. It's not like a two or three route offense. You really get to show off your route running ability, and not only do you get to show off your route running ability, but in practice they work on their route running ability every day, trying to perfect it. So that's definitely something that I look forward to because I don't want people to look at me as like a one trick pony because I can do everything. So I feel like Coach Mullen and Coach Billy G, they realized that like he's 6'6", but he's a receiver, not just a. I don't need to just be out there just trying to catch phase on the 5 yard line. Like I could play,
Right.
and I appreciate them for realizing that for sure.
How important was that? Because some coaches might just see you, maybe developing into a tight end long term or just down in the red zone, just throwing it up to you. But they see you kind of the entire field. They can use you all over, and you do have that athleticism and that ability to make all those catches and run all those routes. How important was that as they envisioned you to be able to do that?
It was definitely important to me because they never even brought up switching positions. That's one of the things I like. Like that was never even in a talk or a question. So it shows they have faith in me. I appreciate the fact that they have faith in me. Like have faith in my abilities and have faith in what they see me doing, and they know that I can be a great playmaker if I just go in and work hard with them.
It always seemed like Florida was going to be a school that was going to be in contention for you. Was it was it when they offered that they became the leader and weren't going to be beaten? How did your kind of recruitment play out and how did that kind of end up being with the Gators?
Um, no, actually, for a minute, I was going to commit to at certain points in my recruitment. I was going to commit to other schools. I was really thinking about it. Like at one point, I was really heavy with Miami. At
Mhm.
one point, I was really heavy with South Carolina. At one point, I was really heavy with Georgia. So it was definitely some points in my recruitment where I thought I would be going elsewhere. But it's just that once I just kept talking to the coach, like the recruitment from University of Florida was unwavering. Like it never went away. They recruited me hard from the start to finish, and they never stopped. So you begin to appreciate that long as you get farther and farther down the line, and that I feel like that's one of the main things that became a deciding factor, just how hard they recruited me.
What's the next step for you? Do you take more visits to Florida? Do you start trying to recruit for the class? Do you kind of let guys make their own decision? Everybody has their own little process. What's going to be yours kind of moving forward here into signing day?
No, of course, I want guys to come play with us, come to the swamp. So I'm gonna tell guys, hey, come. But I know that it's a decision that needs to be made from you internally. So, I'm not gonna push too hard on that just because I know how hard of a decision it can be. I know how hard of a decision it was for me,
Yeah.
and no other person telling you to go somewhere is gonna allow for you to make a great decision. So, of course, hey, I'm gonna tell everyone come play, let's go be great. But in the back of my mind, I know I'm gonna tell people make the best decision for you. Now I think it's just time to focus on my high school season, really, like,
Yeah.
really lock in for high school, make sure we finish the season strong and going into the playoffs. And then I'll probably go back to Florida for a game or two at some point. Like, I'll probably go watch them play Florida State and stuff. But I'm locked in, like, there's nothing else to be said. I'm locked in. So now it's just time to make sure that I'm finishing everything I need to do in school, finishing everything I need to do with my team, my high school team, just getting ready to go to the next level.
Awesome. Again, this is new Florida commit 4-star receiver Jayden Gibson here with Adam Gorney for Rivals.com.